You walk into a room or you join a new workplace, and almost instantly you notice a very specific dynamic start to unfold. People gravitate towards you. Strangers randomly start telling you their deepest traumas in the middle of a grocery store. The broken, toxic people in your family constantly try to latch on your energy. Even people who are secretly jealous of you will go out of their way to sit next to you, copy your habits, or try to involve themselves in your personal life. It feels like everyone wants a piece of you. They want your advice, your ear, your validation, or just your presence. But internally, you're experiencing a massive, quiet disconnect. You look around at the crowd of people trying to get your attention, and you feel an overwhelming sense of restriction. You realize that while they all want access to you, you don't actually want to let any of them in. You feel completely out of place. You smile, you nod, but a heavy voice in the back of your mind is quietly telling you, I am not meant for these people. And you wonder if you're being arrogant. You wonder if you're just being too picky or too judgmental, or if your standards are just completely unrealistic. It is not arrogance, and it is not a superiority complex. It is a highly specific biological and environmental design. Think about the clinical reality of human blood types, specifically type O negative. In the medical world, O negative is known as the universal donor. When a trauma center receives a patient who is bleeding out, the doctors do not have time to run tests to figure out the patient's blood type. Instead, they immediately grab bags of O negative blood and pump it directly into the patient's veins. Why? Because O negative blood has no antigens. It is completely pure. It lacks the specific proteins that will normally trigger violent immune system response in the receiving patient. It flows into anyone, perfectly adapts to their system, and literally brings them back from the edge of death without causing any friction. You're a spiritual and psychological O negative. The reason broken people try to drain your energy is because you do not carry the toxins of judgment, manipulations, or ego. When a heavily compromised person interacts with you, their insecurities are not triggered. You offer a pure, clean, empathetic frequency. They're bleeding out emotionally in their own lives, and they instinctively know that your energy is the only thing that can stabilize them. They all want you because you're an universal donor. You are naturally built to heal the room. But here's the brutal, absolute catch to being O negative. While an O negative person can give the blood to anyone on the planet, they are strictly restricted to what they can receive. If a doctor makes a mistake and pumps type A or type B blood into an O negative patient, it is a catastrophic medical emergency. The pure O negative system will instantly recognize the foreign, incompatible proteins and violently attack the new blood. The patient's body will completely reject it, and if it isn't stopped, the reaction is fatal. This is exactly why you feel so incredibly exhausted, sick, and drained when you try to force yourself to fit in with average people.